Thank you to NYSOFA, to Becky, to Greg for inviting me and allowing an attorney to talk to this group. It's a risk, I know. But I'm not here to talk about the law today. I'm here to talk about caregiving and the journey that my family took with my mom. And the little guy in the bow tie is me. That's my mother, and who was the rock in our family, and she did everything for our family. So at age 80 in 1998, she developed Alzheimer's. She lived alone, my dad had passed, and my sister and I were hours away from home, and she needed care. So we started to look at what the opportunities were. How do we find care? How do we bring it into the home? How do we manage it? And we found that in 1998, there was no real solution to that. So we started to develop and evolve solutions, and part of that is care management. So we work with care managers all across the state and the country to bring care into the home, and I did with my mom. And we have since developed technology to assist the caregiver, the care manager, and the patient in the home to succeed, to be able to live well, to age well, and to improve the quality of their lives living at home. So the technology has evolved, and the core of it is an app. It's the VivaLynx app. And the VivaLynx app lives on your phone, your Android, your iPad, and it's a caregiver's tool that allows you to have eyes into the home, to communicate with your loved ones in the home, and to be able to draw data from the home. And we've heard a lot of personal stories today. That's how this usually starts. People get involved with their parents and grandparents and fall into a caregiver role. So looking at all of the different things that people are now innovating and bringing to the table to help. And NYSOFA, 19 tech projects, it's just incredible. And at the Elder Law Forum, if you attend, you know these are the stars of the show, because Department of Health doesn't do this. None of the other state agencies do this. It's here that the innovation is occurring. So we've been fortunate to partner with NYSOFA and Columbia County, and we have a pilot in Columbia County where VivaLynx is the star of the show. And so it is an integration platform. So on your phone, you have an ability to monitor a whole host of things. So where does the data come from? There are devices in the home that are sensors, cameras, a touchscreen tablet, 17-inch touchscreen tablet, all of which link into the app and allow the caregiver to not only get data, but do things like program prescriptions, change medications, put scheduling in. And it really resonates once you hear some of the stories of the successes that people have had as caregivers. And I don't have to go any further than our own Diane Mikkel-Godobiowski, who sits here to my left, who is our Vice President of Client Relations. And Diane has been basically running the company, and she has been doing this, taking care of an aging mom with Alzheimer's and a dad who's 90 years old who was her primary caregiver. So the mom had Alzheimer's and used the tablet as a device that she could relate to. And we heard stories about the television, and this is kind of we got to talk to them. But you kind of meet people here, and where does all of this data then flow through, and what's the best way to get it communicated in? Maybe it's the TV, but right now it's a tablet. And her mom was able to communicate through the tablet. Her dad had a problem because mom would sleep in the morning, and dad would want to go out and mow the lawn and do things around the house. And when mom got up, she was agitated, she was angry, she was missing him because he wasn't there. So we put a bed sensor into the bed. And we knew when mom got out of bed and dad got an alert on his phone that mom was out of bed and Diane got the same alert, he could then come into the house and he could meet his wife and take care of her from that point forward. There are sensors on the door to the bathroom. So if someone goes into the bathroom and doesn't come out within a prescribed time, 10, 15 minutes, an alert goes off. So you know to check on them in the bathroom. There are motion sensors. So you know what the activity level is. How many steps did they take in their home that day if the motion sensors are picking that up? It all feeds through to the caregiver on their iPhone. If things go sour and you need help, there are interventions. We have telemedicine built into the system so that you can get an immediate telemedicine visit on an ER basis and have an ER physician on screen and able to take care of any issues that arise in the home. So we've been evolving this with NYSOFA, with the partners that we have, and bringing it to the table Diane's mom has unfortunately passed, as has my mom, but her dad continues to use the app and the tablet. He has transitioned his life, being able to communicate with Diane on a daily basis and being able to do all the things that he needs to do to age successfully, and he's now 90 himself and living very independently, but using the tool to transition. Another case that I just wanted to mention is a veteran. How many of you face the situation where you have people that have no loved one, that don't have a family member, don't have children, want to stay in their own home? So we had a client referred to us by another law firm, a competing law firm. His name was Len. He was a veteran, Vietnam veteran, very stubborn. He went to the hospital. He went to rehab. Rehab said, you need 24/7 supervision, not hands-on care, but supervision to stay at home. He had a neighbor who had befriended him and who had taken care of him to some extent, but the neighbor had a wife, the neighbor had young children, wanted to be that caregiver, but said, I can't do this 24/7. So the care coordinator at that law firm brought that case to us. Diane, Karen Wolf, who's here, they intervened. We got the technology into the home before Len discharged. We got Sonny, who was the neighbor, educated on the technology, and the medical provider said, yes, this is now a safe discharge. We will allow the discharge. Len is home. He is living independently. His health has actually improved because he's using all of the resources. And we have TruAlta. We have Get Set Up now streaming through the tablet. So Len is connected. He's connected to Sonny, and he's connected to a whole world that he didn't have available to him previously. So the outcomes that we're seeking and the outcomes that we're hoping to prove through the data that we're collecting through the system is improved wellness of individuals who are aging and living in their homes who need supports. And the supports come as social determinants of health. They come in the form of medical treatment, transportation, nutrition. All of those things feed through the app. And VivaLynx has become part of our lives and part of our clients' lives to a point where we hope it becomes the tool that they can use, and we hope to continue to partner with NYSOFA, Greg, Becky. Thank you for the opportunity, and 7.5.